Mar Diaries, final day for Scott Jagow to give us a long shot winner. We've got the grade 1 Eddie Reed here today on Saturday. We're at the beach. We've been out looking for shells and winners.
Yeah, we haven't found either yet.
Eddie Reed is a tough race. I don't even know who's going to go favored in this field.
Yeah, I think it's top to bottom. There's no one you can throw out right away. And yeah, I don't know who's going to be favored, and I certainly can't tell you who's going to win.
I think certainly on the inside, Barochi has a big chance. Japanese bred horse coming off an allowance win. John Sadler trains. It never won at this level, but a lot of the horses haven't won at the grade 1 level here.
Yeah, and I think number 2, So Fast, coming over from France, debuting in the U.S. I always think it's a little difficult for those horses on the firm turf in California in their first start, but you certainly got to give them a big shot here.
Yeah, 3 is Fed Biz, who's a front-running colt. Could be dangerous because there's not a lot of speed in here. I really don't like him in this spot, though.
And then 4, Geronimo, certainly capable of winning this race, and on his best day probably will, but up against it pace-wise, a deep closer in a field with not a lot of speed.
Cogito for Doug O'Neill, the 5 horse, I think is in over his head here, but again, there's no standout, so why not take a shot in this race?
And Fly Lexus Fly, the number 6, is 20-1. Never been on turf, so there's a big question mark there, and the form is not that great, but he is trained by Peter Miller, who is off to a fantastic start.
7 is Mitty, coming in from the Midwest for Phil Oliver. You know, Mitty, Midwest, you know, there's a hunch play there for anybody from the Midwest like me. Not going to get my money, though.
Slim Shady, the number 8 horse. No speed in this race, and he's got some speed. He could pull an oxbow because he's got Gary Stevens on board. We'll see.
Number 9, Lucayan. I really like this horse, 2 back against Obviously. He ran a decent second, then he completely, bombed in his last start. I don't know if he's going to improve today or not. He has the back class in France. He was a classic winner there, but we'll see if he shows up today.
And then the 10 is Vagabond Shoes. Certainly a shot in here at 12-1, but outside post, not a great chance.
Yeah, my money is going to go on So Fast. I don't really think this is a strong group of horses in California running on the turf this year. He's the newcomer. I think the newcomer is going to get the money.
I'm going to take a flyer on Fly Lexus Fly at 20-1, trying the turf for the first time, trained by Del Mar killer Peter Miller, as I call him. Best of luck to you today.